The chair recognizes the member for Fox Hill. You are responding to
Yes, there were certain allegations made with regard
a point of clarification. Right, the chair recognizes the member for Fox Hill.
I don't propose to enter into a public dialogue, at least not at my level, on the issues raised with regard to Cuban fishermen, except to say generally that there are acts of state which occur from time to time, which should bear no public explanation. We've had the experience with this particular opposition where we have attempted in the recent past to explain a particular act of state and to ask them to cease to make public comments about that act because they may have been jeopardizing the individuals concerned. They, for their own political reasons, proceeded to do so. For those reasons, I have no comment whatsoever to make on that particular subject at my level. As regards to Laura Quinn, I would say that it's very clever to engage in a lot of mishmash and mixed up information and propaganda to seek to confuse the public. What we know is this: those who wish to read the Laura Quinn report can read the report. The report quite clearly fixes blame on why that whole matter went off the rails and who was responsible for the legal or the investigation into what happened into the events of the Laura Quinn. What we know is that the individual who was named in the report was later rewarded by that administration for presumably something, but we know it having regard to what happened in the past and what was named in the Laura Quinn report, that person should not have ended up in the position that he did. And that a special meeting, I understand, was held by their cabinet to assign to that individual the job which that individual got. They have to answer for that, not us. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. The chair recognizes the Honourable Member for Long Island.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, we live in an archipelagic nation. As you said, someone said earlier, communication travels very rapidly. We have men and women out on the sea, whether they're the Defense Force or whether they're the fisher persons of the Bahamas. When something occurs at sea, they're able to transmit that information back to land very effectively. I think it's very, well, I have found, Mr. Speaker, that when questioning matters on immigration and other such matters, there's this very high-handed approach by the member for Fox Hill whereby there's no accountability and people are not supposed to ask questions. Mr. Speaker, when I stand here on my feet, I present facts. On February the 23rd, in addition, no matter what the immigration matters are regarding him not answering it, we used the Bahamas vessel, the 200-foot vessel, that escorted that Cuban ship, not escorted, towed that Cuban ship back to Cuban territory to be reclaimed by the Cubans. And the Bahamian people would like to know, how is it that we can use so much resources for these same vessels that are infringing in our sovereign waters, and yet no answers, and they're going to tell us that they will not engage in that at this stage? Well, this is the place where we come for answers, Mr. Speaker. This is the place where the people's business is done. This is where the questions are asked and the answers should be given. Thank you.
I simply said that given who's on the other side, I will not engage in any public dialogue over it. That's what I said. And the Bahamian people knows the characters of whom we speak. That's what I said. And I stand by that.
Thank you, Honourable Member.